Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and finish our session with wildcards and pattern matching. We've talked about it before in previous discussions in lectures, but it's good to recap it. So wildcards in file names. Unix allows wildcards in almost all commands. It is actually a feature of the shell. Take caution though that Unix also uses wildcard characters in pattern matching. But the meaning is only similar, not identical. So multiprocessing environments allow wildcards in the listf, store, restore, and purge commands, which is a new feature. And here we have an example of that. So we do a make directory -p users-info. Now guys, the -p option here simply creates any directories above this one if they are needed and don't already exist. That's all that does, okay? So we do a list of all files that begin with, so we have this star here, and everything in front of it means begins with users-0. If the users-0 was on the other side of that star or splat, it would mean everything that ends in users-0, okay? And then we're doing an mv-v users-0 star to users-info /, okay? So we're saying rename all files that begin with users-0 to this. We're using the -v option. So we see that here below. We make our directory users-info. We list all files that begin with users-0. And we see those here. All these begin with users-0, right? And then we go ahead and move it or rename it. And we use the V option for verbose. And we see here that it's showing us exactly what it's doing. So user01.list is getting moved to that. User0.txt is getting moved to that. User02.list is getting moved to that. User02.txt is getting renamed to that, etc. So all these are getting moved or renamed to these new files. Okay, so super handy to be able to see exactly what's going on when we use that move command. So in summary, guys, we talked about string comparisons, string relations, concatenation, substring manipulations, and wildcards and pattern matching. Next session, we're going to cover process ownership, set user ID and set group ID, restricted shells, other security features, the new group command, statement blocks, and case statement. Guys, if you find yourself struggling with some of these topics, definitely click on these links. Check out our weekly and monthly plans available for private tutoring sessions for system administrator management, as well as the private tutoring sessions available for Linux and Bash scripting. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I am looking forward to seeing you in our next session.